Hello, my name is Jeffrey Kirk. This is video number 6 of the How to Get Seen Online series. If you would like to watch the previous videos, you'll find the playlist link below for easy access. In today's video, I'm covering remarketing campaigns. Remarketing is a great way to reach previous website visitors who have shown an interest in your business. Before I do that, I want you to know I've got a checklist for you. It includes all 10 tips that I'm going over today, along with action steps you can take to help you get started with each of the tips. You'll find this checklist at upatdawn.biz/10remarket. Second, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Perfect. Now, let's get started. The first time people see your content, they might not fill out a form or purchase anything from you. They might check out your website and then get distracted and leave. And you have no idea who they are. So how do you get your message back in front of this audience? The answer is remarketing. Remarketing gives you another chance to reach out and impress these previous site visitors. It gives you a way to target people who have already shown some interest in your products or services. By remarketing, you might provide a reminder to complete an action they had started, or offer a new piece of content, or make a new offer. Anything to move someone further down the buying path with your business. And according to research, 96% of people who visit your website will leave without completing the action you want them to take. So if you don't remarket to them, you're losing a lot of potential sales. So here are 10 tips you can use to start or improve your remarketing campaigns. Tip number 1, install a tracking pixel on your website to capture data on your visitor behavior. When you create a remarketing campaign with an ad network, it will give you a small piece of code to add to your website. This code is called a pixel or a pixel tag, and it enables your website to set cookies. Cookies are unique yet anonymous information that allows website activity to be tracked. I know that's sometimes a dirty word, but as an advertiser, you need it. Every time a new user visits your site, the code will leave an anonymous browser cookie and the user will be added to your retargeting list. When the same user visits another site that hosts ads from your ad network provider, the system will be able to serve your ad to this user as long as you continue to have an active campaign running. Tip number 2, create targeted audiences based on visitor behavior. Targeting people who have already shown an interest in your business is one of the most effective ways to remind them to come back to your site. By creating separate targeting, you can reach people differently based on specific behaviors. For example, you can separate them based on interests and preferences, such as those who have abandoned their shopping cart, or maybe they visited certain pages of your website. Create remarketing lists based on these behaviors, and then you can create remarketing ads that connect directly to those behaviors. For example, if you are marketing for a law firm and someone visits your Social Security disability page, you can put Social Security disability ads in front of that person. That's more likely to get a response than a generic ad for your law firm. Tip number 3, segment your audience based on their behaviors and preferences. Segmentation is the process of breaking your audience into smaller groups based on specific criteria so you can send them more personalized messaging. This is similar to tip number 2, but not identical. In this case, you might include other factors such as location, or age, or gender, or products they've previously purchased on your site. By segmenting your audience, you can create more personalized and relevant messaging that's tailored to each group's specific needs and interests. To clarify a little more, creating targeted audiences is a specific tactic that involves targeting visitors who have taken specific actions on your website, while segmenting your audience is a broader strategy that involves grouping visitors into different segments based on shared behaviors or characteristic. In either case, you can deliver more appropriate ads. Tip number 4, design eye-catching and compelling ads that speak to the needs and interests of your audience. Images and videos are always more attention-grabbing than text. Boring ads don't get noticed. Ads can be made up of text and images, videos, or some combination, and they can appear on search engines or websites or social media platforms and many other places. It's important to create ads that capture the attention of your audience. So stay away from boring, plain, informational ads that look the same as every other ad out there. Write attention-grabbing headlines and descriptions. Make the ads appeal to your audience on an emotional level. Address their needs, and people will click the ads. Tip number 5, utilize dynamic remarketing to show highly relevant ads to your previous site visitors. Remarketing allows you to show ads to people who have previously visited your website, and dynamic remarketing takes this a step further, letting you show ads containing products and services previous visitors have already viewed on your site. For example, if you're selling chocolates and someone was browsing but they added nothing to the cart, the ad could show a picture of the chocolate they already viewed on your site. Or if an item was added to their shopping cart but they didn't purchase, you could offer them a 10% discount on that specific product. Or if they bought something, you could promote another product that enhances the experience they'll have on the first product. By doing these things, you help your customers move on to the next step of their journey with your business. Tip number 6, run remarketing campaigns across different platforms. There are several different platforms and channels you can use for remarketing, including social media, display networks, and search engines. You can show your ads to people on social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and others after they've already engaged with your website. Or use remarketing strategies with the Google Display Network to dramatically increase the effectiveness of your inbound marketing efforts. The Google Display Network allows your ads to appear on other websites, not just within the search results. The GDN includes more than 2 million sites, including YouTube, and with that, Google estimates the GDN can reach 90% of the people on the internet. Another option is search remarketing, where you use a feature called remarketing lists for search ads, sometimes called RSLA. RSLA lets you customize your search ads campaign for people who have previously visited your website. In other words, if someone who has already visited your site performs a search for specific keywords, they get a customized ad. And tip number 7, A/B test ad copy, images, and targeting to optimize the performance of your remarketing campaigns. A/B tests compare 2 or more versions of ad copy or elements to see which ones perform better. Version A is the original, often called the control, and version B has something different. Running A/B tests using different images or offers for the same ad, or different ad copy for the same campaign, can help you see which ad copy or campaign brings you the most traffic. Or you could try different ad formats like images versus videos, or experiment with different targeting options to see what works best for your campaign. But the more variables you come up with, the more tests you'll need to run. I have a separate video about A/B testing, and I'll leave the link for that in the description box below in case you're interested in learning more about A/B testing. Tip number 8, incorporate special offers or discounts to incentivize previous visitors to return and purchase. What should you feature in your ads? The most common tactic is to simply promote your highest value offers, such as a free trial. Since you have targeted and segmented your audience, and you know what things your previous customers wanted, you can show these specific visitors highly targeted display ads that present the products they're most likely to want. For example, if they visited your site and reviewed the page that offers 10 pounds of chocolate, but they didn't buy, You might already know that you can draw them back with a special offer of free shipping, or maybe a 10% discount on their next purchase, or maybe a smaller offer like a 5-pound box of chocolate. Tip number 9, regularly monitor and analyze the performance of your remarketing campaigns using analytics. You can begin tracking your improvements by using key performance indicators like the number of clicks, page visits, sales, phone calls, and email signups. Use analytics to measure and monitor your ads' performance to meet your goals and adjust as needed to optimize your campaigns. All remarketing ad platforms will offer some kind of analytics, and you can also put in Google Analytics to track the activity on your website. The tool provides insights into how your website is performing, how users interact with your pages, and what content is attractive to visitors. And finally, we get to tip number 10. Continuously experiment and explore new tactics and strategies to improve performance. Test different ad copy, offers, and calls to action. See which ones get your best engagement and adjust your strategy accordingly. And don't forget to use different content types to create awareness, convert your leads, and ascend your prospects to the next step of their customer journey. The reason why any particular visitor to your website doesn't convert is something you can never really know for sure. Maybe they became distracted and simply left. Maybe they didn't like the offer. Maybe the offer was outside their budget range. Maybe they're just browsing now and plan to purchase in a few months. Whatever their reason, remarketing is a great way to keep your business top of mind. Keep giving them reminders and reasons to come back. Eventually, they might do just that. And then you'll be on your way to generating more leads, more conversions, and more sales for your business. By implementing these actions, you'll be able to reach previous website visitors who have shown an interest in your business, build brand awareness, and drive more conversions and sales. Okay, once again, I invite you to pick up a copy of these 10 tips along with action steps you can take to implement the tips. Go to upatdawn.biz/10remarket and get started now. Your business deserves to be seen online, and I will help you get there. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.